Hey guys, it's Ox from Ox Galaxy here to talk to you about Five Nights at Freddy's. I'm going to talk about the storyline, my theory, and all of the game's hidden secrets. Now, here was the given storyline. At Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria, in the late hours of operation, 5 kids were led into the back by a staff member who was disguised in a Freddy suit, which we may be able to assume was the Golden Freddy suit, or Yellow Bear as the game calls it, where he then murdered them and stuffed their bodies into other pizzeria characters, animatronic characters. And that wouldn't be so bad being stuffed in there if there weren't all this wires and gears and junk that would kill you. So I'm gonna go ahead and say it was pretty bad and pretty gruesome, pretty gory. Yeah, okay. There was a surveillance footage of the guy leading the kids into the back, and they caught the suspect and prosecuted him. Now that is all Scott gave about the storyline. And he then tweeted that the rest of the storyline was hidden in the game. Now that sent people off. They knew in their minds that someone knew something that they didn't. So they started downloading this game, looking at every single detail to try and figure out the rest of the storyline. They have all come up with their theories, but all of them are wrong. For I'm about to give you the answer. My theory, I am 100% certain, is the correct answer. So basically, you're gonna learn a lot from watching this video. So you've heard the story of the killer, but the question is, who was the killer? And I am here to tell you today that the killer was none other than the seemingly harmless Phone Guy. Now, when Phone Guy killed the children, their spirits possessed the individual animatronics that their bodies were stuffed into. Since then, the children have been searching for Phone Guy, using the animatronics' ability to roam freely through the pizzeria so they can get to Phone Guy and exact their unholy revenge. Phone Guy says the facial recognition systems of the animatronics are kind of faulty, which means they suck. So, they can't tell the difference between you and Phone Guy, especially when they see that you are wearing a security guard uniform just like the one Phone Guy would wear. So the animatronics find you, see your uniform, think you are Phone Guy, and kill you with the mindset that they have finally accomplished their revenge on their murderer.
Ox, you're so stupid. They arrested the guy who killed the children.
Actually, no. They arrested a suspect for the murder, as in the person they suspect did the murdering. And if my Phone Guy is the killer theory is correct, then Phone Guy is a clever criminal. And he probably was able to get another employee framed for the murder.
Oh, Ox, you're so stupid. They had a surveillance video of the culprit leading the children into the back of the pizzeria.
No, they didn't. They had a video of a guy disguised in a Freddy costume. They never said that the guy they arrested was for sure the murderer in the surveillance tape. Now here's another big theory of mine about Phone Guy. He is trying to get you killed, and it's all a part of his master plan to get away with murder. You see, the more and more people who get killed at Freddy's when Phone Guy isn't around, the less and less the police are going to suspect that Phone Guy is the killer. So he just has to get enough security guards killed while he's not there, and eventually the police will drop him as a suspect for the murders. Now, on a side note, there is one strange thing about Five Nights at Freddy's 2. Why do the new toy animatronics want to kill you even though they were not possessed by the spirits of any dead children? Throughout the game, Five Nights at Freddy's 2, the police are conducting an investigation in Freddy Fazbear's. Apparently, someone has been tampering with the new toy animatronics. I wonder who that could have been. Maybe someone who knew the animatronics inside and out because they had personally seen the inside? Phone Guy also tells us that the new toy animatronics are outfitted with the latest technology. They are linked to a criminal database, so they can detect a criminal approaching within 7 miles of Freddy Fazbear's. Phone Guy must have tampered with the toy animatronics technology and programmed them to think that you were a predator, so now they go after you just like the original animatronics. See, everything I say, I have an explanation for. You must be thinking, he's a genius. Well, you'd be correct. Here's another thing you should know about Phone Guy. He's probably dead. On the third night of the first game, he says you probably won't be receiving a call from me tomorrow, but you do. On the fourth night, you receive a message, but instead of it being Phone Guy, it's a deep-toned blabber. However, if you play the audio backwards and tidy it up a bit, it's clearly reciting the book Autobiography of a Yogi, where some crazy Indian guy tells you about how earth, plants, and metals all share a similar life force. Coincidence? I think not! So that's basically my whole theory about the murder. It's pretty much rock solid and you can't really touch it. But if you honestly think that you are gonna make chunk meat out of the maestro, you can rant in the comments below. But you're probably wrong. I mean, no one's quite as smart as me. So after you realize that my theory is correct, you should probably leave a like and subscribe. And maybe later, I'll do a little gaming. Also, check back on my channel in a few weeks for some more Five Nights at Freddy's theories video. We'll be discussing the bite of 87. Who did it, and who was the victim.
So goodbye, everybody. Hope you have a good Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, or whatever your religion says you should celebrate.